The storm had swallowed the world whole. Snow fell sideways, thick and endless, covering trails, homes, and hope itself.
Help!
In the small Arctic village of Narva, the fever had taken almost everyone. Children burned with heat while the world
Signal's
outside froze. The only cure was a small box of medicine, stranded in a town 50 kilometers away, cut off by the storm. No plane could land, no ship could sail. Only one way remained overland, through the white. So they sent the dogs. The lead was Kale, a gray-furred Alaskan husky with eyes the color of steel. He had led the male routes for years, strong, calm, and stubborn. He didn't understand medicine, or death, or urgency, but he understood the tone in the voice of the man who clipped the harness onto his back that day. A voice that trembled like something final. 12 dogs, 2 men, 1 sled. They left at dawn, if dawn still existed. The sky was the same color as the ground, white upon white, with no horizon, no direction but instinct. Hours turned to days. The first storm hit them like a wall. Winds screamed at 90 miles an hour. The air was full of ice, so sharp it could slice skin. Kale pushed forward, head low, tail down, paws bleeding. Behind him, the other dogs followed in rhythm, the sound of their panting, the only heartbeat left in the world. One man shouted something, then a crack. The ice broke beneath them. The sled dropped half a meter, jerking the line. Kale dug in his claws, muscles straining. He pulled until the sled rose again. One of the men wasn't moving. The other knelt, whispered something Kyle didn't understand, and then climbed back aboard. They kept moving. The map froze solid hours ago. Now there was only the wind, the smell of cold metal, and the rhythm of pause. Each kilometer cost blood. Each breath burned. When night came, it didn't look different from day. They rested in the hollow of a ridge, the surviving man wrapping the medicine box in cloth and tucking it under Kale's harness to keep it from freezing. The man's lips were cracked, his eyes distant. He said one word, soft, like a prayer, home. Kyle listened. Then he stood and began walking again. The man followed. The next morning, there was no man. Only the sled, half buried in snow, and the harness line stretched tight over a motionless hand. Kale sniffed it once, then turned north. The medicine box still hung under his harness. The storm howled again. He walked anyway. For 2 days, there was nothing, no sound, no sky. He crossed a frozen river where ice cracked beneath each step. He climbed over ridges where wind erased his footprints faster than he could make them. Sometimes he stopped to howl, not for help, but to remember there was still a voice in the world. His legs trembled, his fur matted with frost. When he fell, he stayed down for a moment, then rose again. On the 12th day, the storm finally broke. The village lay below, hidden beneath a sheet of snow and silence. Kale stumbled into the main square and collapsed. The small box of medicine slid from his harness, landing beside a frozen boot. A woman screamed. People ran from their homes, their breath turning to mist. They found the box, still sealed, still cold but not frozen. The medicine arrived just in time. Later that night, when the storm cleared completely, they buried Kyle at the edge of the village, facing the mountain he had crossed. The snow had turned golden in the sunset, glowing like the fur he once had. The inscription on the wooden marker was simple. He did not know what he carried, but he carried all that mattered. Years passed. The town rebuilt, children grew, and the story became legend. But every winter, when the wind screamed down from the north, people swore they could still hear it. The rhythm of pause, steady and stubborn, pushing through the snow, somewhere between here and the mountain. And sometimes, when the blizzard cleared at dawn, there were fresh tracks outside the clinic, prints too large for any wolf. as if someone had come back to make sure the medicine had arrived again.